Diamond K in here, the Diamond K Show on Radio on Fire. Of course, on social media, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, at the Diamond K Show, at Radio on Fire. So, this hashtag started trending. It is hashtag I stand with Gayle. Of course, I don't stand with Gayle, but that's the hashtag that is trending. Of course, Gayle King, Oprah's bestie, host, one of the co-hosts for CBS This Morning. She was receiving, according to Oprah, death threats. Now, this could be something that was just done to throw sympathy the way of Gayle. Because we don't have any evidence of this. We don't have any evidence of this. We're judging, but we're going by what Oprah said, right? Anyway, according to her, she's been receiving these death threats for mentioning the late, great Kobe Bryant's sexual assault allegations during the recent interview with WNBA champion Lisa Leslie. So, I'm going to spend some time on this because it is something that frequently happens, and women who have been raped, I empathize and sympathize with them because they were violated, and it was a terrible thing. Now, here's the problem that I have, though. A lot of times, women who were raped, whenever an allegation is made, I'm not saying that we know that the person was raped. I'm saying when women who really were raped hear allegations, oftentimes they just automatically support the person who levied the allegation because they themselves were actually raped. So it seems like they can't fathom someone lying, someone taking advantage of a situation because they themselves were taken advantage of. So through that prism, they can't see, or they refuse to see, or they give every woman the benefit of the doubt, no matter the circumstances, no matter what happens. And that is what I see happen far too often. That's what's happening with Kobe Bryant. The people that have started this hashtag I stand with Gayle, these are people who were either victims, or they know someone who was a victim, or they just support the cause of people who were taken advantage of. This is that Me Too era movement, people. You know what I'm saying? And so anyway, the issue with Gayle King, Oprah's bestie, the issue started because Gayle, when she asked Lisa Leslie if she thought that the 2003 rape allegations against Kobe Bryant, who has not yet been memorialized yet, not put in the ground yet, whether those rape allegations complicated the NBA legend's legacy. Okay? People can make any allegation that they want, right? People have made allegations against Oprah. People have made allegations, both of whom, and here's what's so ironic about this. Gayle King, she felt compelled as a journalist to ask Lisa Leslie, did she feel that these allegations would tarnish Kobe Bryant's legacy, right? But yet, her and her best friend Oprah parade around with Harvey Weinstein, who's had more sexual assault allegations than years that the Oprah Winfrey Show's been on the air. He's had more allegations than years she's had on the air. And when they speak about this guy, it's, you can't make it about the person, and it's a whole bunch of cutting and dodging and ducking, right? Kobe Bryant did not go to trial for this. The girl refused to testify, right? This was settled out of court. If the girl had been raped, right? The girl had been raped, and Kobe Bryant was tried and convicted of this rape charge. That would have been something different. This was an allegation. Now, Oprah Winfrey has said that she was raped in her life, and that, I guess, that just means that everybody who says it, that doesn't mean that it happened to them, right? This has to be looked at on a case-by-case basis. Case-by-case basis. For those of you just tuning in, it's Diamond K, Radio on Fire. We are talking about this hashtag, I Stand With Gayle, that started to trend, and this is people that are supporting I Am Not, but people that are supporting Gayle King, Oprah Winfrey's best friend, right? So anyway, this hashtag starts trending, and people start speaking about it. Now, Snoop Dogg, legendary rapper Snoop Dogg, very vocal about Gayle King's interview, called her all kind of names, and said that he wanted to see her, right? She would need to explain some things to him. So people have, really spun his comments out of control. And did I already mention that Gayle and Oprah parade around with a white guy who's been accused of over 50 sexual assaults, right? So I can see if the company that they keep, but they want to focus on the late, great Kobe Bryant, who's not even in the ground yet. You talk about timing. You know what I mean? Talk about timing. Oprah, I don't know if you remember this, but Oprah cried. Joan Rivers was hosting the Tonight Show, and Oprah was on there, and Joan Rivers, a comedian, asked Oprah, why she get so fat, or something like that, right? And Oprah was good, went on her show, she cried, and she cried. She's so sensitive, right? She's sensitive when it comes to her, but when it comes to other people, she could give a damn. And of course her friend Gayle. I don't know how she feels about Stedman. He sleeps outside the living quarters, so I don't know. But anyway, rapper Snoop Dogg told Gayle King to respect the family and back off before we come and get you. All right, that was a bit aggressive. That was a bit aggressive. But anyway, we know that Gayle responded, gave her side of the story, and she said that the interview was taken out of context, although it was not taken out of context. One thing that has happened is that CBS has not been quick to come to her aid, but they have benefited from the views of the interview. They probably wanted her to ask these questions. But Oprah Winfrey said that Gayle King was not doing well. You know what I mean? She was hugging her up, patting her up. Still, she wasn't doing well. And she said she's receiving death threats. What Snoop Dogg said was not a death threat. So if Oprah is referring to that, let's go back to Snoop's comment. Snoop's comment was, respect the family and back off before we come and get you. Is that a death threat? No, it's not a death threat. It may be a threat, but it's not a death threat, right? Come and get you can mean a lot of things. That's not a threat. She can't get a restraining order from that. It's not a threat. It's not a death threat. It's not a bodily harm. That come and get you could be in social media. Could be in social media. Could be in a lot of things. But in response, many users on social media have expressed their support for Gayle King. As journalists, we often have to ask tough questions, uncomfortable questions. It's within your right to disagree. What's not okay is to threaten anybody with vile, hate-filled language and death threats. This is a Twitter user, Janelle Burrell, who is an anchor for CBS News in Philly. She said that. Have to ask the tough questions. Understand that. This question did not have to be asked, though. Okay? There's so many things you could talk about. Well, she had to ask about the 2003 allegations, right? Some old ass allegations, not a conviction, not anything related to anything. You just wanted to be controversial, and then when it got too controversial for you, then you want to go duck and hide. Gayle King talking about another person who stands with Gayle. I stand with Gayle King and every woman threatened when she uses her voice. Hashtag I stand with Gayle. This is a Twitter user named Athena. So a woman can say anything, right? This goes back to the double standard. So she can say anything, and if somebody responds back aggressively, because let's keep in mind, she's asking about a man who's dead and who just died. But she can say whatever she wants, and if the response gets to be too spicy, then you want to play this card. All right. I stand with Gayle King. She says, okay. To be clear, hashtag I stand with Gayle King. It's not all right to threaten Gayle King or anybody because you don't agree with them. The comments and videos being played are not okay, but it's not too late to make a different choice, wrote Erica Alexander, former actress on The Cosby Show. All right. Okay. I don't understand. It's just like, people have to understand you are accountable for what you say. Sometimes you can say too much. Has Gayle apologized? No. She just said she's placed the blame on CBS, even though the words came out of her mouth. She's throwing blame everywhere else. I could see if she came out and apologized. I said, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that. No, I understand why you might be mad the way CBS twisted it. No, CBS ain't twisting nothing, and she ain't apologized, and she's not remorseful. Here's another one. This is despicable. Gayle King is one of the most principled, fair, and tough journalists alive. Snoop, back the F off. You come for Gayle King. You come against an army. You will lose, and it won't be pretty. That was Susan Rice, National Security Advisor and United Nations Ambassador. She also used to work in the Obama administration. I mean, okay, so because to me what she said was more aggressive than what Snoop said, right? She said, back the F up. You come against Gayle, you come against an army. You will lose, and it won't be pretty. If Snoop had said that, we would have, hashtag I'm with Snoop. I'm with Snoop Dogg. I mean, and I have the utmost respect for Susan Rice, the utmost respect for her. But what I do have a problem with is that all women cannot champion any woman for doing whatever she wants to do with no repercussions. Right? There are going to be repercussions in this world. All right, so in addition to fans supporting Gayle King, Snoop Dogg has also posted a new video on IG explaining his views and giving more clarity to his statements. So this is what Snoop said. Snoop said, I'm a nonviolent person. When I said what I said, I spoke for the people who felt like Gayle was very disrespectful to Kobe Bryant and his whole family. Now, with that being said, what I look like wanting harm to come to a 70-year-old woman? I was raised way better than that. I didn't want no harm to come to her. I didn't threaten her. All I said was, check it out, you out of pocket for what you doing. And out of pocket she was, and she is. And, people are going to disagree on this. Some people who feel like Gayle can say whatever she wants, and it's just a minor disagreement. This is more than a disagreement. You disrespected the man's family by doing this at this time. But, of course, let's keep in mind, Me Too movement women, there are women in his family. Oh, wait, he has a wife. He's got daughters. He's got nothing but daughters, right? So how about we support those women Gayle King, she's going to be okay. She's going to be all right. You listen to the Diamond K Show here on Radio on Fire. We're going to take a quick break, and we're going to hashtag I'm with Gayle. We're going to take a quick break, and we're going to come back after this.